Oh, hello, my chaotic crew. Bentley Michaels here. Hey, we got some new reviews in. We got one from Kate Landia. Great D&D podcast. 5 stars. This podcast is great if you love an enthusiastic game of D&D. Thank you very much, Kate Landia. And the Dameseldam DM. Ooh, I don't know how to read. A fun time. 5 stars. Great audio quality. Fun story. Great dynamics between characters and the DM. Smiley face. A jolly good time. Nikki from Top of the Round. Hey, thank you all very, very much for taking the time to rate us, to review us. If you would like a shout out, you can do the same. Just go on over to iTunes over there, kid. Or if you've got a different podcast app and you're reviewing there, send us a screen grab, chaoticamateurs@gmail.com, or just hit us up on our website, on the Twitter, on the Instagram. You all know what time it is. Also, awesomedice.com, 15% off at checkout with the promo code chaotic. We're almost done with our summer sale spectacular, but until then, listen to our fun story.
In a vast landscape full of adventurers, you are now listening to the world of chaotic amateurs.
Ooh, and welcome back to Chaotic Amateurs. I am your host and DM for Season 3, Bentley Michaels. To my right, I have...
Regular person, Caleb as Cinder Darkloft.
Sailor 1.
Dash as Admiral, Captain, Paelias, Ian Earth.
Rhett is Chief of Security, Durok Dragonsman.
Milo is red. And last time, ladies and gents, our folks, our adventurers, wow, it was an emotional journey for several people. Ren, had some pork belly and apple butter that reminded him of home, and then he had to. He spent every spell that he had communicating with home that he hadn't been there in a while, and he found out some very unique things. It's even the problems of the world are starting to affect the halfling area of Cade. Cinder in classic Cinder fashion. I'm just going to start calling it Caleb fashion. In classic Caleb fashion, sought out a problem. Tried one thing, then was like, how do I not ruin this? Well, maybe I can ruin it? I don't know. And then he went and found Durok, and I think they were about to cook up a plan because he definitely wants to just steal stuff. Yep. Paelias, being the man of the hour, up 200 plus gold from gambling.
Yep.
Admiral Paelias.
And admirable.
Yeah,
Admirable
Paelias. You guys are all in the Dragon's Head Casino. You saw the Relsarin Half-Elves fashion show happening in 3 days. You know that Nearsis's egg is on display from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Have to line up. Get your tickets directly at 9 a.m. I will say that at this point, some time has passed. We'll say it's 7:30, 8 o'clock at night.
Took a bit.
And the adventure begins. All of a sudden, the casino sort of starts to go dark. There's some flashing lights, some everything, and over, up, and we'll just, as it's drawn on here, to the north, sort of above the overhang that's above the fashion show stage, a bright spotlight, and you see a very charismatic, very dapperly dressed with slick back, dark hair, and little pointy ears happening, a man in a very, very nice suit. All of a sudden, it goes quiet in there, and you hear booming magically throughout the entire room, "Welcome, everybody, to the Dragon's Head Casino." And everyone's like, "Yay, gambling!" And he just kind of placates the people and is like, yes. When I started this casino so many years ago, I never thought it would get to this place. But I can't have done this without all of you. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for keeping this establishment going. And who is excited for in 3 days? The Relsarin Half-Elves Fashion Show. And everyone's like, yay, yay.
I'm a half-elf. That's my thing.
And And he says, I, Anton, owner of the Dragon's Head Casino, wish you all happy gambling and many returns. And then the lights sort of come back up, and you see his, like, sort of like, if you're being very, very perceptive, the second that the lights start to come back up, the spotlight fades. And as the spotlight fades, so does his sort of, gregarious smile, and he immediately goes straight face, turns around, and immediately starts talking to the people that are surrounded, and he just sort of starts to go walk around in a group in the upper areas.
Paelias is going to cash out his winnings.
Okay.
He's going to cash out, and he's going to call it a night with the gambling.
Okay.
Quit while you're ahead, that's what I always say. Unless I'm too drunk, then I lose everything.
Okay. You go to the cages. We'll say there's some cages along this whole back wall area here, which is basically like, in the front. It would have been like, the end of the hallways for like where the lifts and elevators were and stuff. And so it's like on the south side of this back wall. It's like right when you walked around the corner into there, like it was all right immediately to the right, like all the cages for people to cash out and take out loans and ruin their lives.
Perfect. Are there any of these girls with me? Are they?
Yeah, they'll follow you.
A couple girls with me?
Sure.
Do,
because it's not all in gold pieces, so it's like you can go up there and you can get it like all in gold, or maybe you could even, get some higher roller platinum pieces. We'll say 100 gold makes a platinum piece. I'm not sure if that's the actual thing, but now it is.
Yeah, convert 100 into one platinum piece.
All right. So you get a nice platinum piece, and then you've got 102 gold pieces as well.
Durok. Psst, Durok.
Yeah,
You guys are still standing there talking.
Yeah.
What?
Paelias is off having a great time, completely forgetting about Aoth.
When I come back in, I would be looking for Durok.
Nice.
What do you say
Here
we
and
do
now,
some recon the way you were talking about? You said, let's make Paelias look like a big to-do. And he looks really good in that cloak. I didn't say it earlier.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
So
Look,
what?
earlier we talked to an orc named
You're
Dench.
standing too close. Way too close.
I will say that you guys continue in your whisper voices unless someone is really trying to spy in and listen to you. You guys are whispering.
Okay. So you don't need to be quite so close.
Oh. Anyway, we talked to this orc named Dench.
Are you bending over to hear him better? Cinder?
Yeah, I guess so.
We talked to this orc named Dench.
Now you're too far. Hang on. And
Just
lean
do what
over.
I do when I
Yeah.
talk to my kids. I just, place my legs out farther than my shoulders, so I shrink
You
down.
just squat.
Yeah.
Just don't kick me in. Yeah.
Anyway, Paelias seems to think that maybe he might be useful to getting closer to the egg.
The man of the hour, the one that just made the announcement, the owner, I think he might be the one we need to impress.
Anton, you might be
Yes.
correct.
Yes.
Hopefully Paelias isn't done being a high roller tonight.
I don't think so. I think,
Paelias!
What? Leave me alone. I'm with two ladies.
He's several hundred feet away, like he's having just cashed out or whatever.
I'm
walk
really
away from
yelling.
you.
No, I'm just joking.
Can I ask these two girls if they know the lay of this casino and if they can get us into like a more like private area? If I can get them to flirt with some guards?
Oh, like a champagne room?
Well, I don't know. Just into like more private areas. Maybe more areas people aren't usually supposed to go, but with their feminine wiles. I say that. Maybe with your feminine wiles. Maybe I'm drunk.
What more specifically are you looking to get into?
Trouble.
Maybe they can get me into that egg room. Maybe like, oh, but we're just a couple girls, and then I kind of slink in with
the egg.
Yeah, we want to see the egg.
Okay.
I've never seen
you
such
can
a
try
big
that for
egg.
sure. You can.
That egg's so big. Yeah.
You can try that for sure. Yeah, you're more than welcome to try that if
All
you'd
right.
like.
Should we try to rejoin him before he does this?
Yeah.
or-
Hey,
Well,
ladies.
you don't know that what he's doing.
Hey, ladies.
Well,
I've never
we
seen.
were trying to
Try
get
to
his
yell to
attention,
him.
though. Yeah.
Right.
I ignore you.
Let's
Ladies,
make our way.
I've never seen this egg. You think you could get me in, huh? You know, a couple of cuties. I bet you could float with some guards, eh?
Oh, well, I mean, you can just see it tomorrow from 9 to 5.
Yeah, but like, I want to see it now, you know.
Well, I can't imagine that they keep the egg in that room the entire time when it's not being viewed.
You think they keep it somewhere else?
I don't work here, but I'm assuming that they don't let something
But
that
you're a
valuable.
woman, you know things.
No, I'm just a pretty girl.
I feel like you.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Feel like you know things. All right.
I'm just here. I'm just here to have a good time.
Well, and we are having a good time, isn't that
Yeah, we
right?
are. You should spend some of that money on me.
Oh, well, you're one of those. Well, then, and this is where our night ends.
Oh, well, forget you then. And then they both turn around and walk back to Dench.
Lame. I'm gonna go. Wait, Aoth! Oh my gosh, I completely forgot I was trying to woo her.
The love of my life.
Whoa, yeah, okay. All right, well, then. I'm gonna rejoin Cinder and Durok.
Okay, so you sort of like walk back over to a little bit past the table. Also, this is a much longer, more rectangular room. I just didn't want to draw the whole thing, so like there's a lot more space in between stuff here. There's all sorts of other tables, gambling going on. You can see all sorts of different things. Upstairs, there seems to be a little bit, and to your left on the west side, there seems to be like different, like not as classic gambling of games. This would be a little bit more like feats of strength, or gambling on archery or knife throwing, or there's gambling on arm wrestling up there. There might even be a sign a waiver fight club up there. You never know. But
I feel like Ren, you probably would have gotten.
I will say Ren has come back in and has found you at this point.
Did I hear Anton's announcement?
Yes, I will say that you came in and you sort of rounded the corner as he started to speak, and then you were listening. And I'll say that you even kind of like took that moment to, when everyone was kind of watching him, to kind of hover up a little bit so you could see over the top of people. You find your pals, so now you know which way to walk in.
Perfect.
Cool.
I love that.
Can I stop by Dench real quick and just whisper? Let's meet up and maybe discuss further about how you and I could, strike up a deal acquiring things.
The trade
where,
business. All right, what are you doing
we would
tomorrow?
both be winners. I'm staying currently at the Ins and Out. Do you know where that is?
I don't. I'm in a suite here, but
well.
I can meet you anywhere. I can have my rickshaw driver take me anywhere.
Rickshaw. Okay. Well, my inn is just east of here.
Okay.
Ins and Out. Why don't you meet us down there? I don't think anyone there is going to be too privy. I'll think you'd probably been spied on here, if anything.
It is a casino.
Yeah, that makes sense. Why don't we have our little meeting over at the Ins and Out tomorrow morning, eh?
All right, what time?
How about 11? That's about when I'm awake.
All right, I can do that. I'll meet you there tomorrow.
All right. And no hard feelings about the game. You know how life goes. But don't worry.
Absolutely.
If this acquisition...
It's getting late. I should probably retire anyway.
We're both going to win. You know what I mean? We're both going to win. We're going to win, eh? You and I, we're going to be winners.
Durok, should we pull him away?
Yes.
Yeah, all right. And he gives him like a little shoulder rub, and then he walks away.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's kind of...
Yeah, we're going to win. Then he walks away.
Okay. He looks weird, but keeps the smile sort of plastered on his face.
Okay.
I don't even know what I just saw, but...
Hey, guys.
Oh, Ren. All right. Everybody get in here. Group huddle, as Yamhorn used to call for.
Are you crying?
Tear.
Yeah. My good friend Yamhorn, who we've abandoned.
I've got to get some spells later that
Bless
I can
up
talk
to
to
Yamhorn.
dead. Or vanished or
so-
other planes.
You guys heard of that announcement, right?
Yeah, this Anton guy seems like the one
Pretty
we should talk
important,
to
right?
about maybe acquiring this egg.
So I can't believe I'm going to say this, but Durok had a fantastic idea.
Mm-hmm.
And we were thinking maybe Paelias, if you want to act
High flute.
like Paelias and then we act like your entourage.
Yeah.
We go and we meet this Anton and maybe see what we can gather from him.
Anybody named Anton will break. Trust me.
Could be a good way in. I support that.
Yeah. At the very least, we could just, gain a friend in high places.
I will say at this point, you notice in the northeast corner where there's like some stairways and that sort of stuff, you see Anton and his entourage hundreds of feet away making their way down. He looks to be going over like a notebook of paperwork or something like that. People are talking to him. Every now and again, he'll see somebody on the stairs or something. He'll shake their hand. He see him start to see like these are this is definitely like a more upscale area. You can kind of see it looks like the prices are higher and that sort of thing. And
Paelias, you saw the speech?
definitely whale territory, if you will.
Yeah, I heard it.
All right.
He seems like the kind of guy that wears a Bluetooth in his ear all the time, and I just want to punch him already.
I hate to give you such a long leash, but we're going to
72.
need you to go just be yourself over near and around him.
So
All right, no problem. Paelias takes off at a speed walk with his head down.
before you walk away, I reach out and I say, "This might help you," and I give enhance ability for charisma,
And
so you can roll advantage on charisma checks.
All right.
So we're doing this. I guess we didn't really need to plan too much more. Let's go.
I'm gonna walk in a beeline straight towards him with my head down, and then I want to bump into him on accident.
I'm
All right, I will
like 10 feet behind him at all times.
Okay. All right, so you get into the sort of more high rollers area.
Trying to do a meet cute.
Like a rom-com.
Get into a little bit more of the high rollers area. And Paelias, you are like, just chugging. And let's see if... Okay. Well, unfortunately, you do not bump into him. Two of his sort of security that are around him, they see you coming, and like right before him, they put their hands out like, whoa. What are you doing?
Oh, sorry. That is my fault. I can't see where I'm going. When you're as important and busy as I am, sometimes you just can't see the forest for the trees, you know what I mean? Oh, boy. Who's that? That's Anton, right? I saw you speaking earlier.
Yes, and he just kind of like sort of gives you like a very polite smile and sticks his hand out, and he goes, "Yes, thank you for coming into the casino."
And I
It's a
grab
pleasure
it
to
and I
meet you.
shake it heartily.
And he kind of like keeps the forced smile, and he's like, "Okay."
I am Admiral Paelias Ianeth, high roller, if you will. I can tell you're a man of highfalutin tastes, yeah?
Well, I mean, I do own the casino. Yes.
Yeah. What's your pleasure, huh? Every man's got a voice.
I'm not much of a gambler.
Really?
I enjoy the happiness it brings everyone else, and I'm
no,
also
no.
a businessman. So
You've got a voice. Oh, trust me, I've spent many years on the high seas. Every man's got a voice. What's yours? What do you fancy? Drink? Huh? Yeah? Oh?
I will at the end of the night have a nice scotch.
Ooh, yes, scotch. I like scotch. Got some good scotches. Maybe you and I...
Are you staying at the hotel?
Me? No, we're staying at the Ins and Out just east of here. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Wonderful food.
Oh, yeah. Very good. Yeah, the pork belly's
There's
really
a
good.
hidden insult in there.
It's almost like it's been strictly ripped off from someone else. It's incredible. Anyways,
I thought it was just halfling food. I just assumed that's how they all made it.
ripped off from someone else. Pretty much, yeah. That's halflings. Anyways, so I was thinking maybe.
Ren, do you protest?
I look back at Ren and I give him a little
The
wink.
insult on my face is just...
I go, well, anyways, Anton, I don't want to keep you, but if you ever fancy having a drink with another fellow of highfalutin society like myself, I wouldn't mind. I'll buy you first round.
That is a very kind offer, but if you'll excuse me, I have business to attend to.
Oh, and I have more business to attend to. So if you'll excuse me, I must be going because I have much more business to attend to.
Then I won't be keeping you.
I'm an admiral.
And
I have a fleet of ships.
and he just sort of smiles, and then he starts to make his way west to around some of like the higher roller tables, and you see him like shake hands with what look like very rich people.
I turn around to the rest of my group and I go, that didn't go as well as I'd planned.
Ren flies up a little bit and begins flying in his direction.
Okay.
And when he gets to him, he's like, "Oh, hello, Anton. And
You
nice
will
to meet
not
you."
get to him. He's got guards and people around him.
Oh, excuse me. Anton. Kind of waving my hands.
And he looks up and he sees you kind of floating there. He's like, and he doesn't motion for them to let you through. He just looks at you and says, "Yes."
The name is Ren, and I don't know if you've met my friends.
And he looks at one of his guards, and one of his guards reaches into his pocket
He's got a
And
gun.
then-
He's got a gun.
Now, one of his guards reaches into his pocket, and he does something inside of the pocket. Ren, you float back to the floor.
Anti-magic.
Oh, that's... I kind of step back a little bit.
And Anton relaxes a little bit and smiles at you and goes, "Now, what would you like to talk about?" And as he's looking down at you.
So we're Ren and friends, and
Who is Ren and friends?
we're a great adventuring party who worships.
I only see you.
I am the leader of this group.
Are you looking for some sort of suite, or how can I help you have
Sir,
an enjoyable time in this casino?
I am a worshiper of Ulagon, and you seem like a nice fellow. And
Definitely not interested. Please get this guy 25 credits on me at one of the gates. Please have a good time at the casino. And he turns around. He turns around and he starts to go, walks around like the sort of like catwalk, that's sticking out front, and goes over to more like high roller area.
Durok, you want to turn?
I was thinking, we're just going to go one by one.
I'm curious. What kind of knowledge can I pull from that?
I don't know. What were you watching him?
Did you follow him? Hang on.
Oh.
So what kind of knowledge can I pull from that book that I saw with the half elves? Here's what I'm after. I want to see if I know enough from that magazine or book or whatever it was to where I can have a conversation with them.
It was a.
And
It
seem
was a.
like I
They
know.
did like a profile on Anton for the...
No, what you got was essentially a Victoria's Secret catalog.
Okay, there wasn't like a highlight.
No, that's not like. And meet this one, and this is everything.
Okay.
That this
His
person
girlfriend
made.
is a model.
Yeah.
No, it was simply like an ordering catalog
Okay,
that this guy had on an outpost.
So did I get 25 gold just now?
If you want to allow them to take you to down south here to like where the cage is, where Paelias is cashing out, they will give you a $25 credit inside of the casino. Yes.
Yeah.
Think of it as like a gift card.
I just kind of like follow them and accept the credit.
The two big guards lumbering over you said, "Enjoy the casino," through gritted teeth and a fake smile, and they turn around and they make their way back to Anton.
Okay, cool.
So the last I knew, the rest of you guys are up in the northeast corner, or you can follow Ren if you see two guards like escorting him or whatever, like walking behind him. They look super annoyed because they're like 6'5", and he's taking forever.
Yeah.
'Cause he's 2 feet tall. Yeah.
I have a movement speed of 30. Okay.
Should I
All
take
right.
a shot at this?
I don't know, man. You're kind of
The what?
the high risk.
I hope you go over there with your war helmet on.
I was thinking about putting it on, yeah. Yeah.
Durok, let's go. Let's go talk to Anton.
Let's take a group vote.
Well, Ren's away. It's just you and me.
I will
think
say at this point, I will just say you guys got back together. I'll say that you guys, in classic you guys fashion, probably argued enough time for Ren to go down there and get the credit.
That's probably true. Why don't we? He obviously likes dragon things, and he's got this egg. Maybe we can appease that collector side of him.
He
I
didn't
could
even
show him-
notice my cloak.
It sounds like, well, I saw you drop. I don't know if you did that unintentionally.
No, I did not.
So maybe he knows about it and isn't that impressed because
Maybe we could tell him that we have a dragon egg we're looking to sell. Maybe try and convince him of that.
That seems like a lie.
Yeah. Good job.
seems like
Good
a
job,
lie.
Ren. Yeah, no.
Don't give
Hello,
Paelias-
I'm Paelias.
Don't give Paelias-
compulsive
You've
never
liar.
met an admiral before.
Yeah, if you never met an admiral, it's what we do best is lie.
and I feel like we've got enough pretty sweet gear. I mean, I could show my sword. It proves that we've got.
Maybe.
Some
I don't
sort of
think
status.
this casino owner cares about any of our material goods. Doesn't seem like he cares about much. He doesn't have a lot of vices. I mean, he drinks one scotch.
I
Gross.
think he
How
has-
do you go to sleep?
I think he has one vice, which is survival.
Oh, what?
You're gonna take that from it.
Dear God, you're dumb.
All right. Should I go after him?
After him? No, you should not go after him. That's my opinion.
Group vote. Should I go after him?
Yeah, do it. It'll be funny.
Yeah, we'll stay back here.
General.
General.
I think it would not be
Point your sword at him.
good for us as a team of adventurers if you were to attack.
I never said attack.
We all know you had that look in your
That's
eye.
the impression I got.
Yeah.
No, I meant go after him. Maybe he doesn't like admirals, but he likes land leaders.
You do have a pole within the dwarven community that he might respect.
Is Anton a dwarf?
Can appreciate that.
Anton has pointy ears.
Oh, yeah.
You would imagine that he is some sort of elf.
But regardless, you would still have
But he
some
has
kind of
shorter
clout.
hair.
I got this. I go after him.
Jeez.
Okay.
I'm going to follow because I don't
Durok
trust him.
goes west into the high rollers area on that side. There's some different types of games. This looks like a more international. These aren't just like classic casino games. This looks like it caters to an international crowd. There's all sorts of different types of games that some you recognize. They're dwarven in nature. They're dice rolling games and that sort of stuff that have been, monetized. Or the stakes, like they've modified like the dice rolling game in order to make it more high stakes, and gambling. And you see Anton, he's about halfway through it. He's definitely moved through, and he's making his way sort of to like the matching staircase on the west side. He's about to go upstairs. And
Enhance ability for Durok, charisma.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay. So as I approach him, I respect the perimeter that his guards have set up.
Okay.
And
Sounds like you've learned. Because there was that red rope situation at the club that one time.
that was a very lowly figure, and I could have killed all of his guards.
That is also true.
And I respect the perimeter of his guards, but I call out to him.
Sir Anton.
And he's like talking to a guy, and he's kind of like, then he looks up and he's like, she's just kind of like, you see a brief look on his face. He's like, because he recognized you from the crowd, like because you guys are all standing there in the group. And he just stops shaking the hand of the person, and he walks over and he kind of like stands in between his two guards where you're standing on the other side of him, and he's like, yes, how can I help you?
Sir, I have no easy way of explaining this to you, and I'm short on time, so forgive me for being blunt and direct. It is the way of my people.
Absolutely, I understand.
Your casino is in danger.
Oh, really?
It faces an imminent security threat.
How so?
I'm from Dwarven High Intelligence.
Oh, interesting.
This is brilliant.
What sort of threat are we looking at here?
We have reason to believe that your egg is under direct threat.
My egg.
The egg of Nearsis.
Ah, yes, the egg of Nearsis.
We understand that its security is one of your top priorities.
Absolutely.
And I've gathered intelligence.
All I thought about so far.
And I've gathered intelligence that suggests that tonight it may be taken from you.
I highly doubt that.
Sir, I respect your confidence in the issue, but I would not be here if it wasn't serious.
And what was your name again?
Durok Dragonsbane.
Ah, Dragonsbane. Ah, yes. Dragonsbane. Great-grandfather, Slayer of Zarvog. Am
That's
I right?
right, yes.
So wonderful. And he actually like nods his head and gives you a genuine look of respect.
Thank you, sir. But I cannot be held accountable for the deeds of my great-grandfather.
Okay.
All right.
Regardless, I need you to take me seriously.
And
We're running out of
starting
time.
to look at his watch. He's like, all right, what would you like me to do?
I think that you need to make sure that the security on the egg right now is doubled, if not tripled. And if you'd like me to take point on your security, I humbly offer my services.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
Where do you think the egg is right now?
Sir, I don't claim to know. I've only gathered intelligence right now that suggests that it's been moved from the egg viewing room down to the casino vault.
Yeah, that's the protocol.
Yeah.
Oh.
I know. And I'm telling you, tonight when the clock strikes midnight...
Oh, interesting.
I know that you think this is funny.
He's
but
trying.
I wouldn't be here if this wasn't serious.
Okay, I will tell you what. Let us go to my private area in the upstairs bar, and you and your group have 5 minutes to convince me. Otherwise, I'm more than happy to give you all a $25 credit, not the guy I've already given one. And you can enjoy the casino.
5 minutes in your private lodge.
Follow me.
Okay. Guys, come on.
So you guys go up the west stairs, but then there's on the upper end, there's just sort of like a pathway. You make it all the way. There's an upper northeast corner bar, and you can tell that it's a swankier area, but over in the corner there's like a booth with some, it's a bigger booth. So he gets in the booth. His muscle get on either side of him. There's plenty of chairs, tables. You guys can all kind of crouch up. He sits down. He gets everyone whatever they want to drink. He asks if you're hungry.
No, we're short on time.
Pork belly and apple butter.
All right, it will be delivered.
Okay.
And you guys, he's sitting there waiting. And once all of your drinks and all of whatever food you want are there, he says, okay, 5 minutes starting now.
And we all start talking really fast.
All right.
Sir, this is my team of intelligence officers
Ren
from
and
Versberg.
Friends, if I'm correct.
That's what they've nicknamed us.
Yeah, that's us.
We happen to be friends, but
or
it doesn't relate
Paelias
to
and
our
Pals.
work.
We're working on the name.
Regardless, we are here tonight because the egg of Nearsis is going to be stolen at midnight from your vaults. I have reason to suspect that it's an inside job. I don't think you can trust anybody nearby.
I see.
Yeah, especially any of these security guards around you currently right now. Sorry, boys.
So I'm supposed to trust, now while I have obviously heard of the Dragon's Banes, I'm supposed to trust a guy who wants access to one of the most magical things ever, and you say my security, who has been keeping it safe for a long time.
Yeah, it's called a long con.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing the long game with you.
Interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting. I just told you it was.
Well, we have very magical items ourselves. I don't know if you noticed my cloak. You kind of did something to it earlier.
Ren. Sir, with all due respect,
it's real nice.
It is those closest to you that can do the most damage.
Indeed.
I promise you that if
so you want me to give you direct access.
I don't need direct access.
Okay, what would you like for me to do?
I need peripheral access. I don't need to go into the vault. I don't ask to go into the vault.
So you want me to give you almost the highest level of security access to a multi-billion gold piece casino on the whim that an egg that I and my staff and my family before me have kept safe for hundreds and hundreds of years. You want me because you have a hunch that at midnight tonight, someone's going to come in and go through all of our security and steal that egg.
Sir,
first, I would say if they could do that, then they deserve it.
Sir.
Second, I would say good luck.
I'm sorry if I gave you the impression that this was a hunch. It's happening. Okay? Now how about we do it all from up here? How about we all do it from up here?
Okay.
I suggest you change your rotation of the guard tonight. You have different guards on duty than were scheduled.
Okay.
That's step one.
But what if those people are working with you and I'm supposed to change the guard and that inside person is part of the group that I'm going to be brought in because you are actually part of the group stealing it from me?
That'd be very clever of me, sir. But if you know the Dragon's Banes, you know we don't lie.
I don't know you that well.
Ren kind of pulls his collar a little bit.
Everybody lies. Is it, or does anybody else have ideas? Or are you the spokesperson?
I'm the spokesperson.
I don't want to be rude.
Listen.
Well, I'm just going to roll for a
charisma
check.
Deception.
Okay.
Whoops. You have
What are you
advantage.
doing?
12.
Third 12.
Did you take
30,
my die?
never mind, 12.
Okay.
All right. Well, he looks at you just sort of smirky. And, he's drinking like a club soda or something. And he's just kind of smirking at you. He's like, I will take everything into consideration that you've told me.
Would I have come here from Würzburg if it wasn't important?
I don't know why you're here.
How many guards are in the room?
There are several on either side of him, but then there's also tons of, it's a casino. There's security all over the place.
While we're talking, can I have used my know our enemy ability to measure up the guards to know how much HP they have?
How much HP is that one of the things that tells you the HP?
Yeah.
I would say that you would find these guards very formidable. I would say that based on the ones on either side of him, and then the other security around the room, and then the fact that you guys are in the upper northeast corner with the only exit that you have been able to see is the one you walked into,
should be easy to defend.
At least 1,000 feet away at this point, if not more.
Paelias will step in at this point.
All right.
Hello, we spoke earlier. Yes,
Admiral?
I'm Admiral. I also forgot to mention that I am a supremely talented wizard.
Oh.
Yes, probably the best wizard ever. And I've noticed you've got some magical kind of defenses here. Maybe there's some other magical defenses a supreme wizard could help with, huh? Oh.
Do you specialize in some sort of anti-theft or defense magic, good sir?
I mean, I can, sure. I got all sorts of stuff.
Our boat hasn't been stolen yet.
That's true. My boat's never been stolen.
If you would like to apply for a job, I would be happy to put your application at the top of the pile in our anti-theft and magic division, and put in a word of recommendation
To myself.
All right, there you go.
Because you said your whole name, right?
Yeah, Paelias and Earth.
Yeah, so he understands who you are.
Yeah, so there you are. There's my documentation and my resume. It's got all my accomplishments. Did you see that one? I killed like 35 dudes in one shot.
I heard it was 38.
Oh, sometimes I forget.
Squiggle it out.
38. There you are. There's my resume.
All right, and he hands it to the guard on the left. He's like, make sure that gets to the top of the pile.
Yo, I might get a job in the casino. Just ditch this whole podcast.
I wanna butt in and say, listen, Anton, my name is Cinder. Pleasure to meet you, sir.
Pleasure.
Cinder Darkleft. Have you heard of me? No? Okay.
My friend here, he's not wrong.
Aren't you a thief? No.
He's not wrong. We had heard mumblings that there is going to be a theft tonight, and I respect that you have confidence in your crew. They've obviously been doing a fantastic job
for hundreds of years. Yes.
So here's what I propose. The fact that we have information that may or may not be true, wouldn't you rather gamble on the side
Tell
of
me the
safety?
information.
He just laid it out for you.
Yeah, so I have all the information I need,
but
I can now let my security know that at midnight there is a possible threat in order to get into one of the most secure places on the entire landmass of Rel Seren, that they're going to steal the egg and the dragon.
Here's the part he left out, though.
Okay.
And the dragon?
Sorry, no.
Here's the part he left out. We have a vested interest, too. As I'm sure you've heard.
Dragon's Head Casino. I was going to keep rambling.
As I'm sure you've heard, there have been dragons out and about lately.
Yeah, coming in the air.
Yeah. I heard that too. Kind of chuckled. So we have a very strong desire to make sure that no more are released. And so it's in our interest to make sure that your guards are successful. So if there's a way that we can team up, so that way you're happy, you've got people you trust, and we can be sure that our task is completed and everything is safe.
Well, once again, if you'd like to fill out an application, I would be happy to...
How quickly can that application be accepted?
I mean, it takes anywhere from 1 to 2 weeks to process.
We've got until midnight.
You will not be involved in any sort of way with what you've talked to me. As I said,
how can we serve you to make sure the egg stays safe?
The egg will be safe. Your 5 minutes are up. I appreciate it. I will once again
Was
talk
it not
with
5 per?
No.
Person? Oh.
I will talk with my head of security. Please feel free to stay in this VIP area. Finish your drinks. Finish your food. And he starts to shuffle out. He's surrounded by his goons, and he's like,
"Who's your head of security?
Enjoy the casino."
Who's your head of security?
Enjoy the casino. And he turns around and walks off.
You guys, that was a total waste of
Wait a
time.
minute. Before he leaves, should we
Yes.
hold him hostage here? You guys let me know.
We should probably just let this go and maybe we'll meet up with Dench.
I have a spell that we could just make him do whatever we want.
I think I have that same spell.
I don't think magic works in here.
Do you think we should have maybe talked to him about the half-elves, the fashion show? He seemed pretty excited about that.
It's too late.
Our
He's
5
gone.
minutes are
This
done.
all
Yeah.
seems like a total waste of time.
Yeah.
Was it though?
So
Because you guys didn't get anything done. And meanwhile, I discovered that the egg is in the vault.
yeah, that was a pretty good move. But
Yeah.
so
To the guy who thought it was behind the closed doors.
yeah. So here's the only thing that I see as a problem as a result of this is that now they know who all of us are and they don't believe us.
However, if the egg isn't stolen, he has us to thank.
Okay. Who says we're gonna steal this egg? Because
Cinder raises his hand.
Well,
Cinder,
not tonight. Not tonight.
We can't steal.
You keep using the word steal and lie. We're liberating.
Look, this is a...
Okay, I understand
Saving
that.
the world.
To save the world.
Yeah.
It's for a bigger cause, but I feel like we can
Huh? I got you in a...
incentivize Anton into giving us this egg. We just need to find what he needs. What does Anton need? And if we can give him that, we can maybe get the egg.
Maybe a mother's love. I don't know. He was pretty cold.
Here's what I suggest. Let's table this for tonight. We had a great night. We had some fun, some adventures. We get tickets and see the egg like everybody else, scope the place out, and maybe devise a plan for that. And worst case
Reconvene
scenario,
with Dench in the morning.
yeah, and worst case scenario, we see the egg and we wait and see some half-elves and a fashion show.
Maybe we only go see the egg right at 4:59, so then we can see them spirited away.
The,
They won't
the
know where they go.
annoying tourists.
Right, the ones who linger too long,
Yeah.
you know? The people who are like, oh, we got here late, just let us in, you.
Yeah. Well,
I bought a ticket.
I'll buy a ticket, I'll get to
It's
see
my
the egg.
right.
see, this is all part of a famous Würzburgian con where you alert the mark that his property is going to be stolen soon.
It's brilliant.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and head out. Let's go back to the ins and out. Maybe go to sleep, get ourselves rested, and then meet with Dench.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait, you're meeting with Dench?
Yeah, we already told you that.
No.
Oh, I'm meeting with Dench in the morning.
What? Why?
You know, for acquisitions
And business.
and business.
Do you think he'll
I
help
have
us?
some things to do at 11 o'clock as well.
Oh, you do.
Yeah.
Well, what are you doing?
Oh, I need to pick up my...
Oh, your cult clothes.
No, not cult. I need to pick up my
Religious garbs.
religious garbs, yes.
Yeah,
for-
cult gobs. Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
that's what I said.
One
everyone
man's
else.
religion is another man's cult, right?
Yes, you just don't understand. It's cool.
You know, Ren, that casino floor would be a great place if you could get high enough up to really preach your message. You know?
Hey, does your
Yeah.
cloak work again, or is it like Dunzo?
I don't know. What
Try
are you
to
doing?
try to fly.
I try to fly.
You get a couple feet off the ground, you hover.
Okay.
But after that, it's almost like the battery died and like you went down.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's the magical dampening, guys. Standard in every casino.
Okay.
I'm not just Paelias' chief of security.
How have we never heard of this?
313 years old, Cinder.
You've had a lot of gigs. Okay.
Anyways, Ren,
Yeah.
I was thinking that, while we're trying to acquire certain things in the casino, maybe you could be doing a little bit of, preaching in the main floor.
Yeah. Out of sight, out of mind.
I mean, I totally understand trying to convert people to Ooligon and stuff, but I don't know if
Yes,
as a-
convert.
distraction, as
Oh,
you
no,
said.
Oh,
it's-
that was your word.
No,
You
we
said it.
never
I
mentioned
did.
the word distraction.
I said preach. You're
Well,
going
I
to
mean, that
preach.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yes.
People need to know about
People
Ooligon.
do need to know about
Preachers.
Ooligon.
Preachers,
Yes.
not cult leaders.
Yes,
Preach.
because you're not a cult leader.
Right?
You're a pastor.
You are a devout follower of Ooligon, and you want to spread the word on the casino floor while we're doing other stuff.
Sounds like we have a plan.
I think I'm sold.
Awesome. We've got a plan. All right, we're going to head back to the ins and out,
Okay, great.
and then we're going to go to sleep.
I have
And
one more thing to do.
I'm going to attune to my amulet for 2 hours before I go to sleep.
I'm going to attune to my stuff all night because I don't need to rest.
You're not going to... Okay.
He's a
You
fighter,
don't?
and he didn't burn a bunch of spells.
I haven't done anything.
Dwarves
Full
have to
health.
sleep still, even if you're...
That's true. I guess if I don't sleep, then I
Yeah.
do
You got
take
like
stuff.
3 days until it affects you, I think.
Yeah. Well, you shouldn't have said that.
Not sleeping, just attuning with my sword in my hand.
Just stay in the casino all night.
I don't think you
You
can.
come back
I think it
naked.
closes.
Just
Yeah.
the sword on your back.
Dwarves suffer
How
from the
much?
dragon
How much?
sickness.
How many hours do you attune,
He said 2 for him.
Durok?
And then I don't know, like it's still pretty early, right? Like it's not been that long.
I would say it's probably about 10 p.m. now.
Yeah, I'll attune for like 4 hours.
Okay. So you guys make it back to the ins and outs, and you all go to your own rooms. Does anybody stay in the bar? Any?
I will grab a drink before bed.
Okay.
Standard dwarven procedure.
I do need to cast one more spell before I go to bed.
Okay. Durok.
I'm going to join Durok at the bar.
Okay. You look up on. You look up on the menu, and it's like in different colored like chalks or whatever. They sort of have it written fancifully.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, it
My
says
beer.
the Dragon's Bane from Eight Peaks Bay Brew Brothers.
Oh my God, that's
have it
my
on
beer,
tap.
Cinder.
They have it on tap?
They do. That's I invented that.
Wait.
1 Dragon's Bane, please. 2 Dragon's Banes for my friend over here.
Oh, thank you.
Well, just 1 and 1. 2
All right.
total.
And I don't think you described it, last because it's been over a year or something.
Yeah, it's been a
what kind of beer is it?
So it is like a really rich stout, very dark. It actually achieves some of its color from pulverized obsidian and ash.
And motor oil.
Motor oil.
So you get that pulverized obsidian and a little bit of ash. It works best if it's ash from an object burned by dragon's fire, which I have plenty of in Würzburg. Lots of destroyed structures from Zarvog. But anyway, it can just be
The real
regular
pride
ash
of
as well.
Würzburg.
In order to mass produce, they've got Dragon's Born doing that sort of stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Dragon's Fire. In order to, they've made a few. You get it, and you go, this is 98% there. Not
Yeah.
dissimilar with like Ren's mom's stuff.
That's reasonable.
You would imagine in your case though, it's like in order to mass sort of produce this and expand the brand, they had to figure out a way. Obviously, they can't just be like, "Hey, Dragon, burn this for me."
Yeah.
They got some.
And like the hops that they use and the grains that they use are grown underground specifically in dwarven cities. And then not only that, it's very thick and pulpy almost. Yeah.
It's a
So-
meal of a stout.
You really find this interesting because technically, as you sit there and think about it, you didn't sell that recipe that long ago. It's basically maybe it's been a month at this point
Oh yeah.
because you traveled back.
We did travel back in
Yep.
time.
So I think it's been about a month. But
Traveled
they're
fast.
and then you start to notice you see different beers from different places made by different people, and you see like different towns, land masses, that sort of stuff.
yeah.
So it's like a cultivation of different stuff.
Yeah.
This guy seems like a proprietor. It's almost like the ins and outs. It's like a worldly sort of bar. Like he's trying to get everybody.
Well, halflings love good beer, so
This place would do well in Salem, I think.
yeah.
Sounds like.
Yeah, I'd love to talk to him about the beer.
Sounds like Vagabond? Sure.
Did he acquire the recipe and brew it here?
I don't know.
Or do they ship it? Sir, what was his name again?
Brush Creek.
Anthony.
Alton. Brush gatherer.
Yeah.
Alton.
Yeah.
Sir, you have impeccable taste in beer. Might I inquire
you.
about this Brew Brothers beer here? Tap number 7?
Yes. Oh, it's very exciting. This is a brand new recipe from them. This is actually part of their first major batch. They said they just stumbled upon this amazing recipe, the Dragon's Bane. You know, the taste, everything. It's supposed to evoke the lore and the majesty of the Dragon's Bane family and how they thwarted Zarvog, and how everybody is just it's a heroic beer.
A victory in every taste, you might say.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I got to send that back to him as an episode title.
Victory in every
Holy shit, that's great.
Sir, might I ask, do they ship the casks here from Eight Peaks Bay? Or
Yes, it's kind of a long journey because as you know, you have to go all the way around Ostristan and then kind of come up from the they come from the east and then they go around south and they come all the way up to the west to where our thing is. But it travels well. There's some stasis spells that have been put on it, and it travels insanely well. Like I said, this is the first time we've had it. It's brand new to us, and it's selling like beer. That's really good.
Sir,
Yes.
would you be shocked to find out that I am the inventor of the Dragon's Bane?
Really?
I am, yeah. My name is Dragon's Bane. Isn't that clever how I made the beer the name of myself?
Wow. That is cool.
Yeah.
You're Durok?
I am, yes.
Wow, Durok. I guess I should put that together. Huh?
Yep.
Well, hey, you know what? Check this out. And he goes behind there. And so he invites you behind the bar. And he shows you the keg. And on the keg, there's like this handwritten, in every barrel of Dragon's Bane, we have the best flavors and the blah, 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 brewed like this. And it kind of tells you, basics of how it was brewed, with the breath, much more, prosy, but with the breaths of fire, we infuse the best ingredients in order to give you the best beer. And, and then it says at the bottom, inspired by, and there's this picture drawn of you, and it's like an ink thing, inspired by, and then the little asterisk, always gets a free drink.
Always gets a free...
Look at it's him. It's him. That's his face.
Free drink.
Do the face, Durok. Do the face. See,
That's the face.
I should have guessed.
The beard's a little messed up from killing so many wild animals like
Wow.
tigers.
Okay, go back to your seat, please. You freak him out because he's you're still way taller than him. And,
Oh yeah.
So sorry.
but
Honestly,
he hops back up, but you kind of see how the bar works. He's got this really interesting sort of step system or whatever, where it's it's almost like bleachers where he can step up to the bar and do stuff. So it's he's got his little step system, and he comes back up and he goes, "Well, this one's on us."
sir, honestly, I cannot accept it. Here, if you have to, take this as a tip.
And I give him the cost of the beer and the cost of Cinder's beer.
Well, he doesn't get it for free, so I'll just assume that he tipped me well. How about that?
Well, but I've got it, so yeah, sure. There
But
you
I'm
go.
just we'll assume that he tipped me well.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
he's the winking.
Gotcha.
He
Yes.
has to.
Subtleties.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, he cannot take your money for this beer.
Got
Yeah.
it.
Right. There we go. He's got it. All right. So you guys enjoy your beer time?
Yeah.
I'm assuming you start telling stories to the bartender guy, and you're just about how great you are.
Yeah, and he tells me about his job, and I finally start understanding a little bit.
Do I though?
Maybe you don't. Sorry. Didn't
Ren,
mean to
what
speak
would
for
you like to do before we...
Yeah, I go to my room.
Okay.
If there's any place that has water nearby, that's kind of my thing.
Well, I mean, you are all you got to do is walk out to the edge.
Yeah,
Go
look
to the
out.
toilet.
Cool.
Gonna cast divination. Talk to Ulagon.
Okay.
You don't sound thrilled.
Is this the yes or no?
Just no. This is actually I get a cryptic response.
Oh,
I can
no.
only ask
Oh,
one
no.
question.
Oh, I'm really good at this.
doing? What, you want yes or no's?
All right.
They're not with you. Don't listen to them.
Yeah, I'm inside having a great time. Telling great stories.
Ulagon.
No.
we have come across the egg of Nearsis. Thank you.
Yeah.
It is being held captive. Is it, first of all, wrong for us to take this without permission? Second of all, what is the best method we could achieve by acquiring it? As always, your humble servant, Ren.
Well, Ren,
So glad you remembered his voice.
here's the thing. You're out to save the world, aren't you? And you guys believe that getting this egg somehow will help you do that? So I can only assume that if you think that this is the right thing to do in order to save the world, in order to save the lives of thousands of people, then I would say go with what logic dictates and not necessarily what you hold true. Sometimes you got to crack a few eggs to make an omelet. That's what I'm saying. I know. And if you can save the world by stealing a simple egg and save thousands and thousands of people that could possibly be brought to me, I'm not saying you have to, but I'm just saying. Don't you think it's worth taking the risk? Now, as far as the second part of that question, it was worded weird, but I think I understand what you mean. How can you get to that egg? That I am not necessarily sure of. It's not like I got a game plan for, I can't just give you the blueprints to the casino. Although that'd be pretty cool. I will say keep your eyes and ears open. I have a feeling you might meet somebody that could help you in your quest. All right, that's F. Okay, nighty-night.
Night, Ulagan.
And with that, we leave it there this week, folks. Thank you all very much for tuning into the podcast. We truly appreciate it. And I've been your host and DM for Season 3, Bailey Michaels. To my right, I have
Caleb is Cinder Darkloft.
Dash as Admiral, Supreme Wizard,
Oh boy.
Captain, Paelias, Earth.
Rhett as Chief and High Intelligence Agent, Durok Dragonsbane.
Milo is Ren.
thank you for joining us around our proverbial podcast table. Grab your swords and keep on adventuring.
Follow us across all platforms with Chaotic Amateurs. Please subscribe, rate, and review our show on your podcast app of choice to help us climb the charts and find new adventurers. Or become a patron on Patreon to help our heroes continue their quest. Thank you for listening to Chaotic Amateurs.